On a Lebanese hilltop overlooking Israel, they gathered to mark 73 years since what they call the catastrophe. Some commemorated the occasion with selfies for posterity. Others stood for a moment of quiet reflection. But most chose the traditional chants that have echoed through these valleys for decades. Soon, small groups of men made their way down to the border fence to take part in another long-standing tradition, stone throwing. Soldiers tried to control the youth's anger, but a sole rebel climbed to the top. A day earlier, a Lebanese man had died doing the same, from wounds sustained by an Israeli rocket. But with the barrier of fear now broken, demonstrators grew bolder.
We're seeing protesters throw rocks, sticks, really anything they can get their hands on over this border fence. They've seen Israeli troops on the other side, and we've heard what appears to be the sound of gunfire.
We're throwing stones at the Israelis who've occupied our lands, this man tells me. We wish the Lebanese army would let us across. Then a collective effort to scale the nearly 25-foot-tall concrete walls began. Those who made it to the top hoisted their flags. Others chose to send a more direct message. Israel says acts like these threaten its national security. But the mother of one of the men hanging atop the observation tower told me this is their resistance. We are in pain, she tells me. This is happening to Jerusalem, and the Arab governments are asleep. Where are their morals? As perch capacity was maxing out, a tear gas canister landed in the crowds, and Lebanese troops quickly moved in and dispersed the gathering. The day ended as it began, with loud promises to march to Jerusalem from a crowd that knows it can do no such thing. Salma Abdulaziz, CNN, on the Lebanese-Israeli border.